2 months ago. 2 months ago, I did my last video, and even then, that was just a bump progression video. I'm really sorry. Henri is asleep, hence whispering, but I thought I'd come on here quickly and just apologise for being rubbish. People have been messaging me asking me how I'm doing. Obviously, I'm posting things on Instagram and Facebook, but I don't add people I don't know on there really. Yeah, we've had a bit of a rocky start because we found out that Henri has got a cow's milk protein allergy, that he is being affected by milk that I am eating, dairy that I'm eating, going through my breast milk. So for the last 2 months, at least 2 months, I've been dairy free, and he's been a lot better, but still not great. A lot of symptoms like mucus in his poo, and a lot of stomach pains, and not being able to sleep, and nappy rash that was so severe. His bottom was like open and bleeding and broken and awful. Just generally discomfort. But since then, his paediatrician and dietitian have asked me to continue with the dairy free, but also start being soya free to see if that helps, because soya has a similar protein that the body has to break down, similar shape protein as milk does. So they often coincide with each other. So I've had that, been doing that, which is really difficult for me. I've had to have calcium tablets because I'm not getting enough milk and everything. It's a whole new ball game. And then my mum came to stay for a week, and she gave me scrambled egg on toast, and we had a barbecue outside, and I had egg in salad, where I don't really eat that much egg. And he started to get symptoms again, so I was a bit like, maybe it's egg as well. So at the moment I'm not eating dairy, soya or egg, and I'm going to see if it makes a difference. It has already, I think. But we've also been prescribed a formula called Nutramigen, which we gave to him for a bit, and he started to get symptoms again, because it has milk protein in it, but it's just broken down. And it's supposed to be easier for your baby to digest because it's all broken down, but he still reacted to it. So they've given me the next one up, which is something called Neocate. Apparently they're not very nice to taste, a bit stinky, and it could take a while for them to get used to it. So we've been trying to give him a bottle a day of Neocate, and I was pumping just to try and get his bottom back to his bottom and his symptoms back to normal. He's taken all the formula. He's not bothered about what's in the bottle at the moment. So, and we've upped it to 2 bottles during the day. So I'm breastfeeding in the morning at 7 o'clock. He's having his Neocate at 10 o'clock feed, 10-11 feed, and 2-3 feed. And then I'm breastfeeding in the evening from like 6, and then waking him up for a night feed at 10 o'clock. So 2 out of 5 feeds are formula, and the rest are breast. And it's actually making a difference to his bottom. So, and with the dairy and the soya and the egg out of my system, slowly we're going to creep things in to see whether it is the egg or the soya. Because for me, I'm not having a very varied diet, and I'm struggling so much to eat with what I'm eating. I know it's really easy to just go and make fresh food and stuff, but the lifestyle that I lead, I've never done it even for myself. It's really bad. Or I've worked obviously as a nanny, and I've cooked for the little ones there, and because I've had to do it, it's forced me to eat with them, and then I come home and I don't really eat anything because I've eaten with them. So I don't get into the habit of cooking or of an evening or anything like that. So yeah, that's been quite challenging. Apart from that, he's amazing. He has lost a bit of weight. He's dropped a centile. The last 2 weigh-ins, they're consistently going up but they've dropped a line, if that makes sense, and gone up on that line. They're not concerned at the moment. It's probably because of the drop in me eating dairy. It's, he's not putting on the weight. So I'm going to try, what I have been trying, this was like a week ago, I have been trying to eat a bit better and slap myself in the face and try and, do things that I haven't done before for the sake of my son being healthy. And also, if I eat healthily, I'll be less likely to have accidental things in like processed food, because I had a setback once when I ate chorizo and I thought, some meat, that's not going to have milk in it. And I looked at the packet after he started to get symptoms. I was like, what have I eaten recently that's got milk in it? I looked at the chorizo and the chorizo had milk in it. I was just like, why would they put milk in chorizo? But I don't know, you've got to check all the packaging. So yeah, I've been struggling to, I don't know what my point was there. Anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought. Little man's in bed at the moment. He is sleeping. He's kind of having 5 feeds a day. I'm waking him up at 7 to feed him. Without fail, I'll do that. Little routine with him. And then he used to only be able to last like an hour and a half at a time, but now he's like able to stay awake a lot longer. Then he has his a nap, about an hour, 8:30, 8, something like that, for an hour, and then he'll have his formula at 10 o'clock. And normally Zav gives it, because I didn't really like doing it, because in the beginning I felt really bad, because obviously I want to breastfeed, he wants to breastfeed, and we can't because of health issues, and it's just really upsetting. So yeah, he has that formula, and then at 2 or 3 he has formula, and a nap in between, lunchtime nap in between there, probably another hour, and then in the afternoon he has another hour sleep, and we give him, I breastfeed him to sleep after a bath. And also he's got reflux, and he's on omeprazole every day to stop that, which could be linked to the cow's milk protein allergy, Cmpa they call it. So he has a bath and milk to go to bed, and then I wake him up at 10 o'clock, which has been most likely to be a dream feed at the moment, because he's tired. So he has his milk, and then I can put him back into bed, and he actually, this is probably 10 to 11, something like that, and this is probably the last time he wakes up until the morning. But everyone's like, oh, you're so lucky. I am, I'm really lucky, but I do, in the middle of the night, have to pop his dummy back in, and he only sleeps on his side because of the reflux. We had to keep him on his side because he was just being sick all the time, and now he kind of won't sleep on his back, so I'm hoping that when he's able to kind of roll over and do whatever, he'll work out what position he wants to be in anyway, so at the moment that works. And if the dummy falls out, he kind of leans forward and uses his hand to kind of push it in his mouth a little bit. So I wake him up at 7, but he's pooing overnight, so sometimes I have to change him and he wakes up, but he's not wanting milk, and I can often put him back down, so by the morning my breasts are massive, and obviously I was pumping both for the formula feeds, but now I've dropped the early one, but I'm hoping that if we find what I need to remove from my diet, and once and for all it's out of my system, I'm hoping that I can just re-establish the breastfeeding and not have any formula. But at the same time, it's good for him to stick to one feed being formula, so that he's used to it, because I don't know, he might not need to have it if I'm breastfeeding. I can just give him the express milk, and that would work as long as he's gaining the calories. And obviously he's going to be weaning soon, because he's 3.5 months now, so it's gone so quickly. But yeah, this is my very short update, and I hope that you're all well, and